Shabbat Shalom. I think we had as many toddlers here as there are adults in this room right now.
Yeah, that follows, tracks.
Which means, by the way, that you need to sing with as much energy as the equivalent toddlers.
Or we'll make you do the dance moves. Page 11. On the bottom.
We continue with the lighting of Shabbat candles on pages 3 and 2. And Rabbi Cadden and Leslie, can I invite the two of you to light the candles?
As these Shabbat candles give light to all who behold them, so may we, by our lives, give light to all who behold us. As their brightness reminds us, as of the generations of Israel, who have kindled light, so may we, in our own day, be among those who kindle light.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu Lehadlik ner, lehadlik ner, shel Shabbat. Blessed are you, Adonai, our God, sovereign of the universe, who hallows us with mitzvot, commanding us to kindle the light of Shabbat. Amen. No one's ever put the microphone closer to my mouth.
I'll take it. But when you're the only one leading, then you have to. We'll continue on page 12 with L'chuna Ranana.
All it takes is a little person doing something cute, and I'm done.
And there were two of them.
Right. How do you expect me to function?
At the bottom of page 14.
Simcha,
Chadodi, pages 20 and 21. We'll sing verses 1, 2, 5, and 9. And on the 9th verse, rise in body or spirit and face the entrance to greet the Sabbath bride. I don't know, we're still going.
But it feels so good, you just don't want to stop. You know? The Chatzi Kaddish can be found on page 26. יתגדל ויתקדש שמי רבה, בעלמא דברה חירותי וימליך מלכותי, בחייכון וביומכון ובחיי כל בית ישראל, בגלה בגלה ובזמן קריב וימרו.
אמן. יהי שמי רבה מברך, לעלם לעלמיה יתברך.
יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל שמי דקודשה
בריחו
לעילה מן כל ברכתה ושירתה,
תושבחתה ונחמתה,
תמירם בעמה, ויאמרו אמן.
Please rise and bow to your spirit for Baruch, page 28. Page 31, we join together at the top. Praise to you, Adonai, our God, from whom the evening flows. Your wisdom sets the way on which time and season glide.
Your breath guides the sail of the stars. Creator of
The tide of time and light, you guide the current of day into night.
As
Heaven spans to infinity, you set its course for eternity. Praise to you, Adonai, our God, from whom the evening flows.
Baruch atah Adonai, ha'ma'ariv aravim.
B? Great, I can do that too. Okay, on your song sheets.
Song number 1.
Baruch atah Adonai, ohev amo Yisrael.
Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. 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 Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto, Leolam.
be seated, page 36.
ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך, והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך, ושיננתם לבניך ודיברת בם בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ובשוכבך ובקומך, וקשרתם לאות על ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובישעריך, למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי, והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים, להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אדוני אלוהיכם, amen.
Page 41, we join together. Sing the song of people joined in understanding and respect, the song of God's miracles, an earth protected and cherished, a gift for our children and the generations to come, the song of a land once ravished by war, now quiet and content, her soldiers home to leave no more, the song of a world redeemed, the song of peace. On the facing page,
we are walking in the light of God. 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 Walking, walking, walking. We are walking in the light of God. We are walking, walking, we are walking, walking. We are walking in the light of God. Mikamocha ba'elim Adonai, Mikamocha nehedar b'kodesh. Mikamocha ba'elim Adonai, Mikamocha nehedar b'kodesh. Nora tehilo oseh, Nora tehilo oseh, מלכותך ובניך, אלוקי היום לפני משה ומרים. מלכותך ובניך, אלוקי היום לפני משה ומרים. והלי אנו ואמרו, אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד. והלי אנו ואמרו, אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד. We are walking in the light of God. 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 ונאמר, כי פדה אדוני את יעקב, וגאלו מיד חזק ממנו. ברוך אתה אדוני, גאל ישראל.
Amen. On your song sheet, song number 2.
השיבנו I love best about teaching is that you actually learn more than you teach, if you're doing it right anyway. And our kids were like super head up about this on Wednesday, and there's a and then they like did this really big symbol with it. The Jack
I
was
know
like,
they were, but that's what they do at camp.
right, and so like I'm like, oh, cool, you know, which is what that was about. I think it's just great.
And just to conclude the blessing, Baruch atah
Baruch
Adonai,
atah
Perez Sukat Shalom, Aleinu
ועל
ועל
כל
כל
עמו
עמו
ישראל
ישראל.
ועל ירושלים. Page 44.
ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. ביני ובין בני ישראל, אותי לעולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. וביום השביעי שבת וינפש, שבת וינפש. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. We rise in body or spirit for the Amidah beginning on page 46.
Adonai, sefata tiftachu pi agin tehilatecha. Adonai, open up my lips, that my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu, Elohei Avotenu v'Imotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibor Hanora, El Elyon, Gomer Chasadim Tovim, Vekone Hakol, V'zocher Chasdei Avot V'Imahot, U'mevii Geula Livnei Bneihem, למען שמו באהבה, מלך עוזר ומושיע ומגן, ברוך אתה אדוני, מגן אברהם ועזרת שרה. אתה גיבור לעולם אדוני, מחיה כל אתה רב להושיע, משיב הרוח ומוריד הגשם. מחלקי חיים בחסד, מחיי הכל ברחמים רבים, סומך נופלים ורופא חולים, ומשאיר אסורים, ומקיים אמונתו לשני עפר, מי כמוך בגבורות ומדום מלך, מלך ממית ומחיה ומצמיח ישועה, ונאמן אתה לחיות הכל. ברוך אתה אדוני מחיי הכל. אתה קדוש ושמך קדוש, וקדושים בכל יום יהללוך סלה. ברוך אתה אדוני האל הקדוש.
We take some time to offer our private prayers. When you have finished with your prayers, please be seated. My turn. At each service, we take time to think of those who are in need of healing and wholeness. If you're thinking of someone on this Shabbat, I invite you to share their names with us at this time.
טל בת עידן, נחמה בת רחל, יקרה בת קורא ענה.
Words of Mishaberach can be found on page 253.
Before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say Amen. Misheberach imotenu mekor hamracha. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say Amen.
And we take a few moments to share blessings from the past week, moments of gratitude.
I had the pleasure of lifting weights in the new weight room on the second floor of the Morgan Street Y. And as I'm doing my leg extensions, I look out the window and you get the most fabulous view of our synagogue and the tower. You know, I don't know what you call it. You never see it from that angle. You all have to go to the weight room. The view alone makes them all easier to lift.
Fully agree with that. I saw it too last week. I'm just really happy that we got to do our Nourish of Pierce County team on Monday. We had a very different event where we went to, apparently the warehouse was flooded, and we went to, I don't even know the name of it. But anyway, it's a church. On Durango Street. Well, the place we went is the busiest food bank apparently in the county. And we did eggs, and we did apples, and we did, oh my God, it was truly impressive what our team can do. We are fast.
I'm particularly grateful for the Kleiners, Jackie and Greg, for donating a couple of dozen exquisite potted plants that you'll be able to enjoy in the biblical garden come spring.
On the subject of fast, my team at Tacoma Humane spayed neutered 19 dogs and 6 cats today. And we are, for the first time since I've known Tacoma, we are not drowning in cats. We still need help with dogs, guys. We got 17 tiny little owner-relinquished dogs that need homes, and they're lovely. But yeah, we did a great job.
So we finally got our flock of ducks and chickens, and we got our first round of eggs this week. But what I'm really excited about, Herb texted me during the service to say that he is home and settled and looks forward to joining us for Torah services next week.
Thank you. I had a really stressful Saturday, and it all worked out. Essentially, I had an oversized piece of artwork that I had to get to a show in Astoria, and it ended up I had to rent a van. It was that large. And I don't mean like a minivan, I mean like a cargo van. It's there.
So I work for a children's entertainment company, and my boss sent me a review that was specifically about a job that I'd done this week, and the aunt or mom of the kids said that some of the kids hugged me and they never hug anybody. So I was really happy to see that.
So this week I got cleared for eye surgery, so I'm getting eye surgery next Wednesday, so I'll never have to wear glasses again. And the sun has emerged in Tacoma, so I can work on my car tomorrow morning without getting absolutely soaked and hating life.
Rabbi, can I add one? Yeah, absolutely. But can I just share that that my daffodils are starting to, I actually have a couple of blossoms or buds on. I know it's so early, but it's so nice to see.
Hopefully there won't be a freeze. So my best friend of 30 years, who in the last 10 weeks has endured 8 surgeries, was told yesterday that she's going to have the last bunch of staples removed, and she's actually going to be able to leave the rehab hospital probably in the next 2 weeks.
And it's my birthday. And Becca made a delicious cake inspired by my favorite dessert. Is there any more left? No. I think they're asking what your favorite dessert is. Oh, okay. There is a restaurant in Jerusalem called the Eucalyptus. And this dessert is not on their menu anymore, but if you've been going there long enough, you know that they used to have this dessert that was a plate covered in like a sweet sesame trina tahini sauce and date honey in a beautiful pattern with little semolina cakes, and you could use just a spoon to sort of scoop it up and eat it, or your finger. They actually prefer you to use your finger, but it was absolutely delicious. And so Becca made a date walnut cake with tahini, date honey icing, frosting. They did have, and cream cheese. Cream cheese frosting and date syrup on the top. It was so good. My birthday. For all these things and more, we say, Baruch atah Adonai, hatov shimcha ulecha na'ele hodot. I remind us frequently that even when things are very difficult in our own lives and in the world at large, that it's so important for us to stay grounded in also our blessings, that it's important that we don't get stuck to one side or the other, where we are just drowning in all of the bad that is happening. We had our staff holiday party this week because we were all sick when we were supposed to have it during Hanukkah. And we each got little crocheted dumpster fires. Emotional support dumpster fires. It's fine, it's fine. Everything is fine. So we can't be stuck in dumpster fire all the time, but we also can't ignore the challenges, the real challenges that there are in our lives and in our country and in our world, and just stay in the beauty and joy of our lives. We hold them together, and if we try to separate the two out and only live in one, then we'll either be drowning or we'll be completely willfully ignorant of what we can do in our world. And we actually kind of see that in our parsha this week, which is Va'era, not to be confused with the one in Genesis, which is Vayera. This is Va'era. And it is the end of the conversation between Moses and God about what Moses is supposed to be doing when he goes back to Pharaoh, because, by the way, he's already been back to Egypt and told the Israelites that he's going to help get them free. God has remembered them. God is going to let them go free out of Egypt, and they get really excited, and then Pharaoh makes work even harder for them, and they're like, well, now you've done it. Go away. Do not ever come back. They say this to Moses and Aaron. And so Moses goes back to God and is like, God, you said that it would be better, and I just made things worse. What am I supposed to do? And God tells Moses to go back. And then we have in this parsha the first 7 of the, how many plagues? 10. Good. I have to make sure that some of you are keeping up. Or true, okay, fine. Or you could go to the Haggadah and find the rabbinic discussion of how many plagues there actually were, which goes into very ridiculous multiplication. I'm not going to go into it right now. But we have 7 plagues in this parsha, and the first 3. What are the first 3? Blood in the river, frogs, and lice. I did. That was very intentional. That is not because my head was itchy, but because I wanted to indicate lice. This is playing charades here. The Torah indicates that everybody in all of Egypt experiences all 3 of these plagues. So no one has water to drink that isn't filled with blood. The frogs are everywhere, right? Frogs here, frogs there, frogs were jumping everywhere. And everyone was itchy. And the first 2 of the plagues, the Egyptian magicians are able to conjure as well. But the 3rd plague, the plague of lice, the Egyptian magicians are the first ones to notice that they can't conjure lice. Probably a good thing. And they're the ones who notice that this is actually God, Adonai, doing something that could lead to really, not just irritation and annoyance, but really significant harm for the community. I mentioned this, I think on Sunday, that my favorite line in the Torah is in this parsha because the Egyptian magicians say, "This is the finger of God," when they are not able to reproduce the plague of lice. It's just such a random thing, finger. So they are the first ones to recognize that God actually has power. It's not the Israelites, because the Israelites at this point are still actually annoyed with Moses and Aaron for making things worse for them, and they've also suffered the blood, the frogs, and the lice. But then with the fourth plague, friends, we're going to keep those outside the sanctuary. With the fourth plague, it affects the people in Egyptian territory, but in the land of Goshen, which is Israelite territory, nothing happens. So when we've got the cattle disease and the insects and the boils and, or it's insects or wild beasts, depending on how you interpret it, and the hail, the fiery hail, that affects Egypt, but not Goshen, where the Israelites are. So that they get to see that God is on their side, right? It's not just that there is another God who is more powerful than the Egyptians who's going to wreak havoc everywhere, but that their concern previously that everything that Moses and Aaron were doing was going to just make things worse. Now they're getting a chance to see that Moses and Aaron are in fact bringing about or talking about something that's real. But as you read through all of this, it's very interesting to see that on both sides, no one is talking about how bad anything is for anybody else. So the Egyptians, who have been watching the Israelites be oppressed for years, centuries, have not apparently said anything except for, who speaks up? In last week's Parsha, who speaks up? Goes to Pharaoh and says, "We can't do what you've just said, killing all of the babies." The two midwives. Anyone remember their names? Shiphrah and Puah. Aside from those two, no one else says anything. The Egyptians don't say anything about what's happening to the Israelites, and when the plagues come, the Israelites don't do anything, and frankly, the Egyptians don't do anything about what they're going through. Everyone just sort of focused on themselves and how bad it is for them. Done. And one of the things that I think is so important that we remember, and sorry, just before I continue, it gets really bad. As the plagues continue, Egypt is decimated. Next week, we'll get the last 3 plagues, which take, it's funny, at the end of this week's Parsha, it says that there is still some grain left in Egypt. The hail only killed some of it because the wheat hadn't started growing really yet, so it was fine. But then we'll get the locusts next week, which will eat all of it, so there's nothing growing. Egypt gets decimated. Because no one speaks up, everyone suffers. Because no one speaks up, because no one looks to their neighbors and says, "This is not okay for my neighbors," everyone suffers. And I'm going to leave that there. You can make the analogy for yourselves. But when we don't speak up for our neighbors, everyone suffers. Shabbat Shalom. I'd like to invite up Suzanne. Sorry to make you follow that.
No, I've got it's a good segue. Then I'll follow her. Yes. And as a segue, the first thing on the announcement is the 20th annual MLK Junior Redeeming the Prophetic Vision. And it's going to be Sunday, the 18th from 2 to 4 at the Evergreen State College in Tacoma. And the theme is chaos or community. So it's an opportunity to act and to put into motion yourself. And if you have questions, you can ask Judith Kay. She's sitting right here. Temple improvement input sessions are happening, and on the announcement page, it doesn't have the dates, and I can't remember them. Good, thank you. Okay. And if you... Oh. 21st of January at 7, and in person at Temple Bethel. And January 22nd on Zoom. So check your Shabbat Shalom. Social hall closet clean out. It sounds like, oh, chores to do, but there's a reward for this chore. We have to clean out the cupboard because we're going to have an installation of a washer-dryer unit. So you can check with Sisterhood people. They will let you know how you might be of help. Then Music of Remembrance concert is Monday, January 26th at 5:30 in Seattle. And the concert is free to the community, but tickets are required and are going fast. And the reason for tickets, I think, is for fire codes so that they have the building can accommodate only so many people. And Thursday, January 29th, from 8 to 4 in Olympia, there's going to be Lobby Day. And Jewish Community Relations Council, JCRC, organizes this particular Lobby Day. And this is really important, not only to speak your mind and let your representatives know, but this is a short session. So we have to be as effective as possible. And if you'd like to go, where there's a bus leaving from Temple Bethel at the 8 o'clock. So plan on that. Then do register for spring adult classes. Courses with enrollment of less than 5 students by Wednesday, January 24th will have to be canceled. So make your decisions and your commitments and take a class. Keshet Q is back. Yes. And if you want to represent or help represent TBE at Tacoma Pride, please contact Val Carlin right here. So we need a good support, yes. And Lynn, would you please come up and do your spiel for sisterhood? Yes.
So a funny thing happened to me this morning. We have a really good friend who lives in Minnesota who's been keeping us very informed and not in a very good way. But this morning, I looked at my phone and there was a text from him, and it said, "I'm doing the crossword puzzle. Is Purim a Jewish holiday?" I said, "Yes, it is." So, this is an example of what the Mishloach Manot boxes look like, okay? They probably aren't the same color, but if they are, it's beautiful, and if they're not, it doesn't matter. It's what goes inside. And right now, we have confirmation 100%, 15 amazingly good items. I am a very picky person. There's nothing in there that I won't eat, okay? So this is good. Lots of chocolate and lots of yummy things. But, so everybody gets one, right? Everybody gets one. Why should we pay for them? Because we need you to. And the reason why we need you to is because we don't ask you to help us with a fundraiser any other time of the year. This is it. So yes, you'd get one, but if you want to give us some money toward it, we would really, really appreciate it. And all these things go toward the temple or the community. You know, they go to religious ed, they go to Belk, they go to everything, they help with the dishwasher. So this is a really important thing. The applications are in the January bulletin. They're in the hallway up there, but in the rotunda. There's information. There's a nice little thing you can scan. It's an easy thing to do, and it's a mitzvah to do it. So help us fill these boxes with, we only need 460 things to go in them, but we also can appreciate the money. So if you're able to donate something yummy, that's great. Janny and I, especially Janny, more her than me, are willing and able, and we can talk to you about all the good things and why we need this. So please participate. Thank you.
Thank you. It's fine. It's fine. Everything is fine.
That's right.
Okay.
My emotional support dumpster fire is back in my office. I'm going to have to go get it.
We are returning to our, hold on. Yep, that's what I thought. Page 200.
Oh, it's 27.
Where did it go? 61, 261 should be it. Yes. Yehi ratzon milfanecha Adonai Eloheinu ve'Elohe. Oh, did you want to sing a fun thing for it?
Go for it. I was going to make you do it, but go ahead and read.
I went to the Hebrew Union College campus where we didn't have cantors, student cantors on site. They were in New York, I was in LA, and so I didn't learn some of the things that I guess I might have learned if there were more cantors around, including that you can sing or chant the blessing for the new month to one of the songs that is traditional for the holiday in that month.
Mm-hmm. That's okay. All right, so. יהי רצון מלפניך, אדוני אלוהינו ואלוהי אבותינו ואימותינו, שתחדש עלינו את החודש הבא, לטובה ולברכה, לטובה לברכה, ותיתן לנו חיים ארוכים, חיים של שלום, חיים של פרנסה, חיים שתבנו, אהבת תורה ויראת שמיים, חיים שימלאו משאלות ליבנו לטובה.
Amen. That's Hashkedia Parachat for those of you who
The almond tree
blossoms.
is blossoming, the sun is shining brightly, birds from the peak of every roof are announcing the holiday. Tu B'Shvat is coming, the holiday for the trees.
And the first trees to bloom in Israel are the almond trees. Not the daffodils. Tu B'Shvat. Tu B'Shvat. Okay, so our God and God of our ancestors, may the new month bring us goodness and blessing. May we have long life, peace, prosperity, a life exalted by love of Torah and reverence for the divine, a life in which the longings of our hearts are fulfilled for good.
Amen.
Rosh Chodesh Shvat, Yeh B'Yom Sheni. The new month of Shvat begins on Sunday night into Monday. Please rise and body your spirit as we turn to page 282 for Aleinu.
עלינו לשבח לאדון הכל, לתת גדולה ליוצר בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי הארצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגורלנו ככל המונם, ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים, הקדוש ברוך הוא, ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ, ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו אחד.
As we turn to the mourner's Kaddish, we think of those who have died in recent days and weeks. We're in the period of Shiva for Paul Cadden, the father of Rabbi Bruce Cadden. We are in the period of Shloshim for Miriam Meyerson, the cousin of Les Rosenthal, Phyllis June Hansen, the grandmother of Rachel Jensen, Charles Watkins, the grandfather of Stacy Soltoff, and Linda Frick, the mother of Christina Frick. And we also honor those who died at this time in years past. If I say the name of someone you're remembering, I invite you to rise so we can acknowledge you as a mourner as well. We think of Ann Berkowitz, Ruth Bernstein, Jack Birnbaum, Cheryl Blasis, Ann Brodsky, Samuel Elan, Molly Engelberg, Hugh Fraser, Leo Goldstick, Kevin Hall, Fanny Levine Henkin, Wava Hollingsworth, Lucille Isles Hubbard, Susan Ingerham, Griselda Babe Lehrer, John Levine, Bob Morrison Jr., Jerry Rosenthal, Roy B. Slotnick, Marion Trent, and Anna Zaks. And May Weinstein. As we think of them, we say Zichronan Livracha, may their memories be a blessing, and we rise to join our mourners so that no mourner has to stand alone as we offer the mourner's Kaddish on page 294. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shmei Rabbah, be'alma divrach yirutei v'yamlich malchutei, b'chayechon u'vyomechon u'v'chaye dechol beit Yisrael, b'gala u'lizman kariv v'imru. Amen. Yehei shlom Rabbah mevarach le'elam u'amei almaya, yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh, v'yithadar v'yitalev v'yitalal shmei dekudshah b'richu. Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechemata, damiran be'alma v'yimru amen. Yehi shlom Rabbah min shemaya, v'chaim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'yimru amen. Oseh shalom mimromav, hu ya'aseh shalom, aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'yimru amen. May the one who creates peace on high bring peace to all who mourn and comfort to all who are bereaved, as together we say, Amen. We turn back to page 5 for Kiddush. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu Shabbat kodsho, be'ahava uvratzon hinchilanu, zikaron le'maaseh bereshit, ki hu yom techila lemikra'e kodesh, zecher l'tziat Mitzrayim, ki banu acharta, ve'otanu kidashta, mikohanim, v'shabbat kodshecha, be'ahava uratzon, hinchaltanu, baruch atah Adonai, mekadesh hashamat l'chaim. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, hamotzi lechem min haaretz, b'te'avon. Shabbat shalom. Thank you to Adam and to Stacy for cleaning up, and Jesse and Jason, and Becca for making cake, and I believe Erica's at the door.
Yeah.
Shabbat shalom.